It is one of the more aggressive schedules. The team is committed. They're excited about the great opportunity to build this replacement hospital for the city of Joplin, and I think we owe it to the people of Joplin to put in these long hours and to get this facility operational by March of 15.
It was crazy. It was chaos. Literally was just, the only word to explain is chaos.
As a hospital, we prepare for emergencies all the time. We prepare for a power outage, or we prepare for weather events, but nothing of this magnitude.
Within a week, the tornado hit on Sunday, and the following Sunday, that hospital was up and running, and they were taking patients. It was about 6 weeks, that 30,000 square foot styrofoam building was designed, and we started putting it up. So taking the tents down piece by piece and putting up a 30,000 square foot hospital. We did that in 2 months. From there, they made the decision to go with a more permanent structure while we build the replacement hospital, and that was a component-built hospital.
Stuff just showed up on site. We didn't even know it was coming, and when it got here, we had to quickly figure out, okay, what's the electrical need, mechanical need, how do we connect it, where do we put it, does it need foundation or not? So having somebody that can really think quick on their feet and know how to build really came in handy.
We just started pulling guys from other projects. Springfield, I know guys came from Chicago and St. Louis. They'd come out for a week, 2 weeks, work 22 hours a day, 7 days a week with us, and have to go back home.
The structural steel is on track to top out at the end of February this year, and we'll be working hard and heavy on the building exterior, which hopefully will have the building exterior substantially dried in by November of this year, 2013.
We looked up her address, and she was right in the middle of our excavation that needed to start in about a month. I still remember there's 2 recliners in their living room, kind of like my grandparents had. She was sitting in one and I sat in the other, knowing I was probably sitting in her husband's recliner, and we talked for 2.5 hours. We became real good friends real fast after we went through all that.
On this project, it seemed like there was a greater good, right? I mean, everybody knows the backstory here, and everybody knows, how important it is to get this job done on time for this client and this community. About the time we were actually just breaking ground on the job, January of last year, we went ahead and went out and selected mechanical and electrical subcontract partners in a design-assist relationship. Now we took those guys, set up a co-location office back in St. Louis with the mechanical and electrical subcontractors and the engineer of record, and kind of put them all in a room.
I don't know if it's forced collaboration or not, but I think it's good because we need to be talking to each other constantly. Things are changing out there on the job site on a daily basis. We're having to deal with design issues and try to get those coordinated, so I think the coordination, a close coordination, is the only way to do it.
We as a team are implementing that into our day-to-day practice, and are starting to see the real value of BIM 360 Field, and that's all going to be done through the iPad, which is the technology's growing and advancing every day. The second thing is on the floors itself inside the building, we're using the job site kiosk station, and where we have a 60-inch TV screen that all contractors, their lead foreman, superintendent, and managers will be able to access the live, updated, posted digital plans. And then the third thing is the prefabrication that we're doing off-site. And so when the floors come available, then we'll be hoisting these prefabricated units up into place, and we'll essentially have a leg up with where we would have been if we would have just traditionally stick-built these components of the facility.
We're upgrading some of the glass to 250-mile-per-hour wind resistance, and we're hardening the central plant, we're hardening the penthouse, we're creating protected zones inside of the building for refuge areas. Not only to protect the patients, but also for the caregivers. There was a lot of nurses and doctors who were in that building when the tornado did hit. So, when they come to work at this facility, for Mercy to look them in the eye and tell them that this building is built to protect you is a huge thing.
There's a big trust factor in McCarthy, and actually we have a long relationship of jobs and open book where we've worked together to build projects. And I think understanding each other like that, became obvious that McCarthy really was the right choice for this project.
This community was really devastated after the tornado, and this represents sort of a rebirth, I think, for the community.
We're all challenged to be good stewards of Mercy's money and resources, right? And from the top on down, that's what we do.